Hey guys! So I got asked to make another training video, and this one is all about scheduling your time as a new coach or as a growing coach. So this is something that I really struggled with for a long time, and I'm hearing that the power hour for some of you new coaches is turning into the power 4 hours. So I wanted to give you some tips that I use to schedule my time as a new coach. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to set business hours. You are not open 24/7. You should not be responding to messages 24/7. That's not how a business works. So you need to set the hours that you are going to work. So if you're going to sit down like me, I do my power hour every morning from 6:30 to 7:30. That's when I do it. Those are my hours. I have scheduled hours throughout the day as well, and I have scheduled times when I am not doing Beachbody and I am not responding to messages. It is okay to do that. You do not need to be available 24/7. The messages will be there when you come back. Just don't leave them there for days, okay? But you don't have to respond to them right as they pop up. So set business hours. Now, if you are breaking up your power hour into chunks, so we talk about how you can do 2 half-hour chunks, or you can do, 3 20-minute chunks or 4 15-minute chunks. I want you to sit down, figure out when you're going to be doing those chunks and what you're going to be doing during them. So if you're doing 4 15-minute chunks, I want to know what you're doing during the first 15 minutes, what you're doing during the second 15 minutes, the third 15 minutes, and the fourth 15 minutes. So maybe the first 15 minutes you're inviting to coaching and your challenge group. Maybe the second chunk of 15 minutes, you are sending out your 5 new Hey Girl messages. Maybe the third chunk, you are expanding your network. And maybe the fourth chunk, you're checking into all of your groups. Have a plan when you sit down to your computer or your phone. That is so important. Do not turn that phone on or log into Facebook on your laptop without a plan, because you will get sidetracked. Let's see. The next one. Stop scrolling. Okay? I guarantee you, if your power hour is taking you 4 hours, you are getting sidetracked and you are scrolling. Or this is what happens, because it happens to me and I catch myself doing it all the time. You go to message someone and you start looking through, their profile so you can get up to date on what's going on in their life before you send a message. You see something interesting, maybe an article or a video. So you click on it. 5 minutes goes by and you're watching this video or you're reading that article. That alone, that whole process, wasted like 10 minutes. Imagine doing that for every single person. So you need to stop doing that. The next thing that goes along with that is you need to track, and work from a list. You all should have created a contact list when you first signed up to be a coach, and you should be updating that contact list on a daily basis, which means every time you add someone to your network, they go on the contact list. Every time you send someone a new message, you mark them on the contact list and write a little note about what you talked to them about. You need to track your contacts. You need to track the new people you're adding to your network. You need to track the people you invite to coaching, and you need to track the people you invite to your challenge groups. Things that take the most time are if you do not work from a contact list, because then you sit down and you're like, who am I going to message today? And you start scrolling your news feed, and then you waste a lot of time. So track, and work from a list. And my last tip is turn off the notifications on your phone. If you're like me, that little red bubble that pops up when you get a notification drives you crazy. It is like taunting me. I have to click on it when I see that little red bubble. So I just got a new phone last week, and what I did is when I installed all my apps, I selected to not receive any notifications from anything. So I never have little red bubbles. I only log in to those social media accounts when I am working on Beachbody. So those are my tips. Those should help you keep your power hour to an hour. And then the last thing is, as a new coach, you're still trying to figure this out. You're doing training. Things are going to take a little bit longer. So it might take a little more than an hour. But I want you to know it should not take you 2 hours. It should not take you 3 hours. It should not take you 4 hours. Not for your power hour, at least. Now, if you're doing additional training or you're like going gung-ho, balls to the walls, and messaging like 10 people and doing tons of invites, then yes, it could take you more than an hour. But for your basic power hour, it should only take you an hour if you're following those steps. So I hope that helps you, and comment below if you have any questions. I'll see you guys later. Bye.